This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
Welcome to another episode of the Royal We. I'm Sam,
I'm Nate.
and we're here today to talk about McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
Here today,
We're doing it.
we're going to say it.
We're talking about McDonald's.
I saw this headline and it made me think we should do a podcast right now.
Uh-huh.
All right? This is a headline I found myself. We're a podcast. Sometimes we talk about headlines. Sometimes we're going to talk about science. Sometimes we talk about what we want to talk about.
Uh-huh.
Here's a headline I found myself. If you guys want to send us a headline, and you should, you can do that at Royal WeCast or royalwecast@gmail.com. The headline that I found was, McDonald's worker fired for putting mixtape into Happy Meals.
His mixtape?
He's just putting his mixtape into the Happy Meals.
Okay, I like that. Was it explicit? Is that why you got...
I know nothing about it, but the kind of guy who's doing that, probably, I imagine. But what child is going to support you? What child is going to like get you in contact with some producers?
Yeah, that's a hard thing for me to form an opinion on without talking to the person. I just thought it was funny. You know, I had a ton of mixtapes. Figured I would just drop them into the Happy Meals. Maybe the parents would get a hold of them. But if he was like, no, man, that's the way to do it, then all right, dude.
Why do it in mixtapes? Why not just do it in normal people's, just put them in the fucking bags of anyone? No, not mixtapes.
You
Why
mean
Happy
Meals?
Meals? Why Happy Meals?
That's why I think that it's maybe kind of a goof. Like, the guy was just kind of being goofy about it. Like, putting them in the Happy Meal. Like, yeah, because otherwise you just drop them in the bag.
My mixtape making you happy, son.
Mm-hmm.
We got.
Was it McDonald's? Is he a McDonald's-themed musician?
Oh, imagine that.
I just did.
Welcome to what I'm imagining.
Welcome to a wonderful land.
Like, thank you for promoting it, but they're already in the store, man.
Yeah.
Do you think that he got fired immediately upon them recognizing what he was doing? Yeah, that's got to be against. You can't solicit to customers.
Right. You had McDonald's as a platform to further your mixes.
Just slinging beats.
Slinging tapes, man. I don't know. Seems kind of stupid.
I agree. Here's another headline that I found myself.
Uh-huh.
Human hands evolved for punching, scientists say. Now that by itself is already something.
It says in his new paper by Professor Punchin.
Those are human hands are evolved for punching. Oh,
Yeah.
That's why I'm punching. In his defense for why did you punch?
Yeah, Professor, please.
Scientists say after swinging corpses around on a pendulum.
No, now.
I personally...
What the fuck? I should have been a scientist. I've always said, I don't really regret many things in my life. I'm not one of those people that's like, if I could go back, I would change. I mean, sure, there's some things, and given the option of unlimited go backs, sure. But if it was to go back and change one thing, I've always said, no, I just it's fine. I'm getting closer and closer to changing that fucking point of view and being like, yeah, I want to go back and be I always said mad scientist. I think you just be a scientist, gradually go
Close
mad.
enough. It's close enough.
Just be a scientist.
Who is funding the corpses on pendulum research?
Same people who had the fucking dolphin living in an inverse house, jerking it off. You don't want to talk about it, go listen to that episode. Dolphin House.
I don't remember what we called it. But I learned more about that story recently. You know that after the research got shut down, the dolphin was released back?
Killed itself.
It killed itself.
And I remember asking you, I was like, how's the dolphin kill itself? And your response cracked me up. This was in America. We're having these conversations. And I said, yeah, the dolphin killed itself. And you said, and I said, how's a dolphin kill itself? And you said, I don't know, swim real deep.
Yeah.
And you're not wrong. Because at first I was like, that's funny. But then I was like, no, it's true. It just would go down until it drowned.
Right? And then
or beached itself on purpose.
Beached itself, yeah.
Yeah.
Ate a fish too big.
Ate a fish too big. It's like a bridge too far and a fish too big.
Well, no, I bet you a dolphin that chokes because its nose isn't part of its mouth.
No, it's going to live a weird existence. It'll starve to death. It can't eat any more food, but it can still breathe.
No, I bet you like if a dolphin was choking, there's no Heimlich dolphin, but I bet you if a dolphin opened its mouth and swam really fast,
It would force it down?
yeah, I bet you the dolphins don't need to worry about choking.
No, not in the sense that we do. They would just block their esophagus. Like, I got a chunk of a taco shell stuck in my esophagus once, but I could still breathe. But every time I swallowed, it felt like someone was stabbing me in the chest because my esophagus was trying to squeeze through a taco shell that was turned the wrong way.
Oh, shit.
And eventually I had to take a big pile of rice and beans, cram it into my mouth, and take a huge bite and force it down. And it hurt like a motherfucker, but I'm here to tell you that story today. But a dolphin, as
Can't
far
even
as
eat
I,
rice and beans.
to be honest, I have no idea what the inside of a dolphin looks like. I have no idea if they're like a...
It could just be a white room.
Yeah. There's a guy in it that tells the fucking food to go one way and the breathing to go the other
You go
way.
that way. You go that way.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of the dolphin pipes.
And then a big science fist comes in and knocks him out.
Hey, It's a living.
Yeah, and he says, this is what we were supposed to do, according to pendulum corpse science.
Okay, well, let's get back on topic. So there's people... There are people tying corpses to pendulums, and they've come to the conclusion that human hands were evolved for punching.
I don't understand what that proves. I mean, were they spinning them around? Are they spinning them towards each other and making them fight?
I can imagine that probably...
Pendulums. What?
I don't think, and I mean, our view of it based on this headline is that scientists attached people to pendulums to see what would happen, and they came to that conclusion.
Because they needed a conclusion. I think they needed something to say from when someone came along. They were like, hey, we got that big pendulum they've been using for this other research. I got a couple of corpses. What are you doing on your lunch break? And then someone came in like, what the fuck's going on? You're like, fist research made for punching. All right, well, make sure and write that up in the paper and have it on my desk by 1 p.m. Science boss out.
When you say you leave your body for science, I really hope that's not the kind of science I'm
You know it is.
for.
I think when you leave it for science, it's any fucking scientific chuckle fuck. It's just being like, let's see how many lasers it takes to make it disappear.
Shit, you.
Yeah, but they're not referring to it as a person anymore. It's just It's just a body.
How many marbles can we put him under before it dies? But before.
No. How many marbles can we force into a human body using like a vacuum chamber? Lots of marbles, I bet. They start flying out your butt and
honestly, what are they doing with corpses? They're probably taking your organs out and doing stem cell, maybe some research about.
This is what we think. This is what we like to think our bodies are going to when we sign that paper. But somebody's body is going to get flung around a room.
Pendulums for punching.
How? I mean, are they taping their hands shut?
No, I imagine it's your torso and your legs are attached to the pendulum, but your arms can swing free. And they got two pendulums swinging at each other. And when they got at the end, the arms came up and just started throwing jabs.
So the arm naturally snaps into a fist or something, and it makes a punch.
Just like a punch. Like, holy shit, that dead guy punching another dead guy. Imagine this.
This is a board game. This is just a future. This is like Rock'em Sock'em Robots of the future.
Come with me on this journey I'm about to take you on.
I'm right.
There's an afterlife.
Okay.
You're in heaven.
Okay.
You've never done nothing wrong in your life.
Right.
Or maybe you've done a lot, like you did some wrong stuff, you've done some good stuff, so you're on the edge.
Okay.
You're up there, you're partying with Bob Dylan, Bob Dylan's still alive. You're partying with John Lennon, he's probably not out there. You're partying with
people.
You're partying.
People.
You're partying with good party people.
Good party people ain't in heaven, that's the problem.
I know. But you're about to meet them because where this is going to go.
Well, fine. So
your corpse punches another corpse.
Okay.
Because science has done what it's done. And St. Peter goes, Nathan?
I got a problem with that already.
Nathan.
Uh-huh.
Is that your Nathan?
Yeah.
Well, you got to come with me.
Can I finish my drink?
Okay.
All right. Woo!
All right, come with me.
All right.
You got to go down this chute here.
Save my place in the conga line. I imagine what kind of parties are going on in heaven.
Ha!
Nobody's doing, the strippers aren't doing lines of coke off your dick at heaven parties.
In my heaven, I mean, like, that's what's weird about heaven. In my heaven, it's a bunch of debaucherous shit. Not a bunch, but, like,
yeah,
some.
Strippers doing cocaine off your dick. That's not happening in heaven.
Is that? I mean, I imagine.
Can you get high? Anyway,
let's
finish this first line of thought.
So
I know where you're going with this.
Okay,
it's that my corpse punched somebody, put me over the edge. I'm not allowed in heaven anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
My problem is, hey man, my soul's been up here. Whatever they've been doing with my body is my problem. I didn't punch nobody. My brain's been up here. I was fucking drinking with whoever the good people are at this party. I can't think of a one.
Mark Twain, no.
Mark Twain isn't up there.
He's not up there. Who's up there? Can't think of a single person up there. Bill Paxton?
He just went out too.
He's up there now. Is he up there?
Game over.
Someone's up there. We're partying with him.
Honestly, man, I'm trying to think.
What if you're a dead corpse? Now, here's something that sometimes hippies tell me, and I'm inclined, just like the gerbil thing we talked about last episode, I'm inclined to think this is bullshit. They say, like, because of our because of our processed diets and all the cheeses we've been eating, our body's just poison for the earth. Put us in the ground.
Oh, wow, really?
I've heard that before.
I've never heard that, but I can hear that being said.
But like our bodies
are so poisoned that they kill the earth when we put them back in.
Or if you died in the woods and a wolf ate you, it would kill the wolf. Or it wouldn't be good for the wolf.
Or maybe the wolf wouldn't have to eat again for a whole winter.
You'd be done. Dude, if a wolf killed one of us.
Wolf is like, kids, fucking we're going to Myrtle Beach.
We got it sorted.
We got this on, I about said on fleek. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Before you even said it, all you said was on, and you put fleek in my brain.
Planted it. What's the next thing I thought of?
Bricks.
Nah.
I was thinking of the Three Little Pigs.
What?
Wolves.
Oh.
The wolf is on fleek. 3 Little Pigs.
Huh.
Like, we don't have to mess with that brick house anymore. Can't do shit with that.
Yeah.
We ate this fat son of a bitch as a podcast, and now we're down in Myrtle Beach.
Honestly, I don't think I was thinking anything.
Imagine if you just let a bunch of timber wolves out on a packed beach. Like a good, maybe 20 wolves.
No, they'd be...
Like a Brazilian beach where everyone's just fucking hanging out.
Yeah. Hey, shake your body, baby, do that conga now. What about it any longer? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Bloodbath Beach.
How do we get here? Corpse Thompson. Corpse punching.
You said Corpse Pork Thompson.
Corpse Pork Thompson.
Detective Corpse Thompson.
They're doing research. They're testing.
Zombie Pig Detective. Somebody draw that up for us.
Ka-ching! Talking about the way
We're still doing that noise? Okay.
So, speaking of dolphins, here's another... Well, speaking of dolphins like 30 things ago. But speaking of dolphins, here's another headline I found myself.
Uh-huh.
Which, again, here's another thing of like...
Did we wrap up what we were talking about?
We did.
Oh, that's what the ka-ching did. That's the auto wrapper.
It is.
Okay.
We didn't, but there's nothing else to say.
That's fine.
Here's another thing of like people getting meddling and stuff. They're like, well, honestly, what do they care?
Meddling.
They're just meddling. This is a story about meddling. Puff, puff, pass. Here's the headline.
Okay.
Puff, puff, pass. How Washington Dolphins are using blowfish to get high.
What? Okay.
I don't care if dolphins get high.
Oh, wait. I thought you meant like the football team.
Washington Dolphins?
Washington Dolphins? Are they not a football team?
I don't think Washington...
I don't know enough about sports to know, man.
I think it's the Miami Dolphins.
You're right.
Because Washington, I don't think people associate
when you
Washington.
said that, I was thinking like puff puff pass Washington Dolphins. I'm like, are they smoking weed? And you said, are you using blowfish? And I'm like, all right, I don't know what the fuck's the cutting edge of illegal now.
I don't think it's a sport.
They've not banned what's in blowfish. Let's fucking do that to get high.
I copied the headline, and the headline is the word dolphins isn't capitalized.
Okay.
It's Washington is, and then it says dolphins.
There's no Washington Dolphins that I am aware of, but I don't know.
Maybe this is about like a indoor football team. Like a real specific.
Yeah.
And they're using blowfish to get high. But let's pretend it's about dolphins. I think it is about the animal.
I agree. Well, how are they?
I don't know. This is Puff Puff Pass, how Washington Dolphins are using blowfish to get high. Why do people care? If dolphins want to get high...
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping that's just for, hey, here's a funny thing. You know, like when elephants drink that eat those fermented fruits and get real fucked up?
Okay.
I mean, we know about that, but it's nobody being like, oh, we got to stop that. It's just kind of like, ha, look at them, bunch of drunk elephants.
Oh, people are trying to stop this?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Because otherwise, I think that's where the meddling would come in. Otherwise, it's like, oh, shit, look, dolphins are getting high off blowfish somehow. But if it's like, we should stop that, then that's meddling. Let them do their thing, man.
Listen, not my good Christian dolphins.
Not my good Christian dolphins.
I want to hang out in heaven with dolphins.
I want to party with dolphins. That's all it's up there. There's a bunch of...
Not dolphins. Dolphins are into some dirty shit, man.
They are.
Getting jerked off in science labs.
Yeah, they're fucking bottle-nosing other creatures to death.
They're goosing them.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but sure.
Dolphins are the geese of the sea.
I don't know what that means.
Goosing. You never goosed... Oh, I've never goosed anyone either, but you don't know what goosing is?
When you take your thumb and go, woo! And poke them in the ribs?
No.
Oh, what's that? I thought it was called a goose. Woo!
From what I understand, goosing...
Goosing?
I don't think people really do this. Maybe on trains or something. People, when you goose someone...
You take your dick out and poke them?
With your hard dick. You just poke someone in the butt with your hard dick.
That's called goosing?
That's what I understand.
Shit, goosing was a lot more innocent. Maybe I'll end up in heaven after all.
That's innocent?
What I thought goosing was innocent. It's where you just take a thumb and poke somebody in the ribs and they go, whoa! And you go, woo!
Yeah, I don't think you take your dick out. I think your dick's just in your jeans and you just like,
Huh. I know about that, but I didn't know what that was called.
I know about that. I'm not subscribed to the weekly or nothing.
Yeah. Goosing Weekly.
Look at this woman. She's surprised. The last 2 episodes are just going to be disjointed nonsense surrounded by cash register sounds.
We'll get back to it. It's fine. It's got to do what it is. It's got to do what it's got to do to find its way home.
I was like,
yeah. You're getting ready to say something else. And we're like, what? Build a fire 1,000 miles away to light my long way home.
Here's another headline that I found myself. Seattle Aquarium cancels Octopus Sex Act due to cannibalism concerns.
Okay, so much going on there.
First of all, this aquarium is selling tickets to Octopus Sex shows.
It's to all the people who went to the Eyes Wide Shut party.
I mean, dude, if I get
you pardon me while you're blowing me, but hey hate to ask you to speak with your mouth full, but will you be attending the Octopus Sex party at the aquarium later this month? Yes, I will. Thank you for asking. Would you like me to accompany you?
I like to imagine this.
That's what they're talking about at the Eyes Wide Shut sex party.
Dude, I just got 2 movie tickets we just used to go watch a Marvel movie, Logan, which is all right.
I thought it was great.
It was fun. Imagine the balls. Imagine this.
On that octopus.
Imagine if you and I owned a business. We had interns, like we're doing podcasts and YouTube videos, whatever. Right? And because, so I got 2 movie tickets because I didn't miss a single day of work in like a semester or whatever. Imagine if I opened that envelope and it was 2 tickets
to an Octopus Sex Act. I'm sure it was more eloquently named than that.
Octopus Sex Act? Like what like?
Yeah, not Octopus Sex Act sounds like a band, like a punk band you'd see at a bar, and that's the only time they ever played.
I mean, you have to get the point across. Like, you're going to come to this aquarium, you're going to watch 2 octopus.
Well, yeah, but you would say something like, the miracle of life. Watch even invertebrates do it. Wow. Oh, how about, wow.
You know, I was watching.
Wow. It's too stupid even for us. Wow. That's a little bit Owen Wilson-y.
That's what I was thinking. Owen Wilson. That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, really? Wow. Now I'm trying to do Owen Wilson. I can't do it.
You know,
wow.
They got 8 arms. They got 9 dicks.
No, they don't. I've got 2 boobs and 6 butts.
And you know my name. Do yourself a favor, go to YouTube, type in Crazy City Council. We sat here and watched for a while. We just YouTubed Crazy City Council. And that takes you down a path.
No, we got more to talk about this octopus, though.
The cannibalism. Cannibalism.
But here's the thing. They canceled the whole thing. You think the octopuses were bummed?
From what?
Octopi?
Oh, man.
No, I think it is octopuses.
They don't know. Octopodes.
Are you being real?
No.
Okay. But I always thought it was octopi, but apparently...
I think it is octopi, but I think it's a Greek word, and when you pluralize things in Greek, it's octopodes.
But no.
Like cyclopes.
But see, that's the thing, I always thought it was octopi, but apparently it's actually octopuses, which kind of bothers me, because octopi makes me think of 8 pies. Anyway.
I don't think the octopuses were...
What do we say? Whatever.
I don't think the octopodes were bummed out, because I don't think they understand the idea of schedules. They didn't know they were like put into a cage to fuck at 2 p.m. Tuesday night.
Okay, right.
And are octopodes like spiders?
Where they kill each other?
Like when they're done, they're like...
No, just because they have 8 legs doesn't mean they're anything spider-like.
No, right. No, but I'm saying... No, but they're worried about cannibal concerns.
Now, then they must.
Now, let's take it let's reinterpret this headline.
Maybe there was
Octopus Sex Act canceled due to cannibalism concerns. Maybe the audience was going to eat each other.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe there's a big convention of cannibals in town.
Maybe the kind of people
who want to see octopus fuck.
Will be super into eating each other.
I guess.
What they did is they did a Google research. You know what they did? They had an imagine this.
I've been doing it.
There's an ad company. You hired a company to help you advertise. So thank you so much for meeting us. Thank you so much for meeting us.
Okay.
Our aquarium.
Why am I here again?
You're our ad company.
Okay.
Our aquarium's not doing very well.
Okay, I've got a plan. Don't you just go with it. I think I got your plan.
Okay. You're our company, and we asked you to come in here to help us advertise and find the demographics for our Octopus Sex Act. What can you tell us about that?
Well, most people aren't into watching just animals have sex, at least if they're ones they want to admit it. But we've done a lot of market research, and it turns out that there's one demographic of people pretty much show up for anything. Cannibals.
I don't want to market to cannibals.
But you're going to fill your aquarium
with... How many cannibals do you think there are?
You'd be so surprised.
I would be surprised.
Just in the greater...
I'm going to fill...
Where are we at? We're in Washington?
We're in Seattle.
We're in Seattle, the greater Seattle area.
Where are we right now?
Where are we at? Listen, I do a lot of traveling. I do a lot of cannibal promotion. Yeah.
Are you a cannibal?
No, I'm like a pygmy wood elf.
Who, me?
Who, me? I'm a mere pygmy wood elf.
And I am advertising for you.
And I will advertise for you. Hey, now, did I talk like that? I don't make fun about your accent. Just because I'm a pygmy wood elf who likes to go around the world and arrange events for misunderstood cannibals to see. Anyway, we're going to fill this. You want asses in the seats or not?
I do.
You're the one scheduled this whole hokey bunch of jokey nonsense about, hey, we got to mate the animals. Let's see if who wants to show up and watch.
I would, honestly. Personally, I would watch.
You have some nice sound
zoo.
and a nice light show. You put them in a tube in the center of a circular. You do it in the round.
Oh, yeah, tube, okay.
But then you fuck it all up by having the advertisement go, watch octopuses fuck in the round. Wow, 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 wow. Tuesday. Get your tickets now. Get them now. One time only. Octopus eats. Also, cannibals.
It'll be everywhere.
Yeah, you won't know who you're seated next to. Bring an axe, bring a knife, bring your checkbook.
Imagine that, like, if people were advertising for things, like, if you just would advertise, because, like, they do sire the animals at zoos to make more animals for the zoo to have.
Sire.
I mean, imagine if they just pay, like, hey, man, we're going to get these giraffes to fuck. You want to come?
You want to watch?
Give us $10. Hey, man, you want to watch it?
Hey, $5. You ever seen giraffes fuck? No, I haven't. $5. Because if you did it like that, people feel like they're doing something wrong.
That would attract him. Imagine you took a first date
To see that.
to see animals fuck.
But it would be kind of like, she'd be like, listen, man, this isn't that subtle.
You thought you were being real slow.
You thought I'd be like, I'll get her in the mood, but we'll watch it. But then one of the giraffes just eats the other giraffe. I didn't know they did that. Oh, yeah.
Did you
yeah. Yeah. Giraffe.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Did you do any research before this date?
No.
Oh, no, I just knew that.
Oh, no.
What's funny is you keep the animal secret. You're the zoo. You're advertising like we're gonna have 2 animals.
How do you keep animals secret at a zoo? What do you?
No. You're selling tickets to animal fucking.
You want to go to that weird high concept empty zoo? It's more expensive than a normal zoo, but there's cannibals.
There are cannibalistic animals.
Where you are the prey.
What I mean is, you sell tickets. It's a gamble.
It's a high concept zoo where you go and you pay money. They put you in a cage and they fill the outside where the people normally are full of animals who have no idea what's happening. And you're like, I'm really scared and I want to get out of this tank. And
it's a safari, isn't it? Like a safari? You're in a truck.
I guess outside there's a whale dying. This is a long way for art, guys. Let me out of here.
What I mean is, the zoo.
They're as smart as we are.
The zoo.
You have my money.
The zoo is not concerned.
Guys.
The zoo is not concerned. The zoo is not concerned.
Sorry, I was trying to see how long I could go with.
The zoo is not concerned.
The zoo is not. That's on the speaker. The zoo is not concerned. The zoo is not concerned. The whale is dying. I don't know why I'm here.
The zoo is not concerned.
Help me. The zoo is not concerned. What is this?
This is supposed to be a weird date.
The zoo is not concerned. Where did she even go?
What I mean is the zoo starts selling tickets to animal sex acts, but it's a gamble. Like, you're hoping you get, like, chimpanzee or something.
Oh, but you might end up with fucking octopus.
Or, like, raccoon.
Okay.
Nah, raccoon's probably a good one.
Yeah.
But you might get
Get
snail.
those little masks on. Hey, they're the original Eyes Wide Shut.
But I imagine you could probably get someone to go to you with that. If you got, like, hey, man, I got these 2 tickets to go see raccoons fuck. You want to come down? I don't even know what this accent is, first of all. But I don't know what animals are fucking. I got tickets to animal sex show. You want to go see?
Maybe. Why are you talking like that?
Is it against the law to put on a show where animals fuck each other? Like,
I don't
take people's money to see, like, 2 gorillas fuck?
Well, apparently, don't they do it where fucking donkeys have sex with women and stuff?
What?
Yeah,
that's what a donkey show is? I thought she just sucks its dick.
I'm pretty sure they fuck.
Wouldn't that kill the woman?
No.
A donkey's dick is as big as my arm.
But they control it. They don't let it all go in there. And she knows what she looked at it and thought, yeah, I can handle that.
Have you seen a donkey show?
I've seen a donkey's dick. I ran into a few loose women. No, Lord.
Oh my God.
No.
Okay, so okay.
Oh my God.
Oh no. I don't know what any of this means. Here's another headline I found myself. Cracking story.
What's that mean?
Cracking story.
It should be breaking story.
Cracking. Cool, you'll see.
Okay.
French artist to entomb himself in rock for a week, then use body to hatch eggs.
Are these separate events?
Cracking story.
Cracking story.
French artist to entomb himself in rock for a week, and then use body to hatch eggs. I feel like if you're an artist, a performance artist,
fuck you.
You just put, not fuck you, yeah, kind of, but like you could just do whatever you want. Like just say, it's art.
Right.
I'm doing art. I'm inside of a salt lick, and I will have the animal licked until I am free.
I'm inside of a salt lick. What? So is he in there with eggs that he's incubating inside of it? So is he like recreating a womb space, or like what's the idea?
But
here?
it says then. So it says he's going to
Right,
entomb
so
himself
he's-
in rock for a week, and then
So after a week of being entombed in rock, then
use body to hatch eggs. I think it's smart.
you'll know. You have to show me that.
Who's mom? Like, hey, mom, I'm sorry I didn't talk to you for a week. I wasn't entombed.
I was so worried.
I was entombed in rock, Mom.
What are you doing? Was you entombed in rock? Did you have enough to eat?
Oh, I had some eggs with me, but I had to hatch them with my body heat.
Oh, you should have brought the ones. At the store they have the ones that are already cooked. You can get them in a bag.
Listen, Mom, it's my art. We've been over this.
You should have been a doctor like your brother. I don't know what to say about that.
No, it's just we don't know enough about it. It's just the thing. I mean, this guy was doing it. I've always said we should be performance artists.
I know you do. I have a hard time wrapping my head around shit like that.
How many people? I mean, do you think there are people who go in? What I think it is
Like that. That's the thing. Would be like God locked himself in that thing and he died. Who cares?
Why did he do
We
it?
didn't need that guy.
What I think is sometimes you get around people. Like you people kind of like leapfrog each other, right? You get around a lot of people who are like, oh, it's the arts. We must talk about the
you get a bunch
arts."
of people in a room who nobody's telling anybody that that's not a good idea.
Right. So
Yeah,
then
and then you end up with a fucking Hitler. It's true.
not a bit. Well, okay, maybe.
He didn't have enough people around him, at least not at the time he needed, being like, no. People were just like, yeah, sure, all right, whatever.
What I mean, though, is, like, you get a lot of people like, oh, the blues and the speaks to the lonesomeness of man. Like, you get people, like, thinking that way, enough of them, and you start leapfrogging off each other.
Next thing you know, that's a good idea.
Right? You're like, oh, what I'll do.
And you've essentially made your own audience, because we're clearly not, or at least I'm not, the audience for that.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
Right.
All right.
I'm going to encase myself in crystal and then react to the and I'll be as odd.
Okay, go for it. I'm not saying don't do it. Awesome, cool.
Life imitates art is the name of my show.
Right. I guess my thing is the whole nonsense behind it. I have nothing against someone locks himself, David Blaine, locking himself in a case, of ice or something for days, or in a thing where he lives.
He's trying to do it for like human endurance.
Right.
It's not
Exactly.
like art.
Exactly. So I'm fine with that. Just like do it, because people be like, "What the fuck? What's the point in that?" And I'm kind of the same way. Just like whatever. But yeah, just to see if you can do it, how long you can do it. Fine. But don't come out of there and start telling me that what you're doing is recreating some. No.
This makes me think of another headline that I have here saved here. It's NASA revives weird life forms trapped inside crystals for 60,000 years, raising hopes of finding alien organisms in space. First of all,
right.
There's weird life forms trapped inside crystals, and they've been there for 60,000 years. NASA's going to revive them. That's the beginning of every horror fucking film I've ever seen.
Yeah. What's making me think is like aliens something passed by and said, "Oh shit, we don't want those things crawling around the galaxy. Just put them in crystal." Oh, but what about the indigenous life forms here? All those monkeys? No, fuck that. They'll never figure this out. On to Andromeda. And then they're gone. And then, skip forward a few million years. And we're like, oh shit, there's something in these crystals. Yeah, skip forward another 100,000 years. Shit, there's something on the galactic horizon. We're not even sure what. Yeah, it's coming from that Milky Way galaxy we left behind, a few billion years ago. Remember the one where we put all those potentially universe-ending things? We sealed them in those crystals. That we're the only ones that can figure that out, right? Yeah.
Not those monkeys for sure.
Not those monkeys. Let's take a look. Oh shit. Well, the monkeys were here for a while. Look like they got kind of smart, and then they let loose those things, and they're not here anymore. No, those things got real smart. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, maybe we should do it. That's every thing from the night. That's every movie from the 1950s about Mars. Don't go to Mars.
Right?
Yeah.
We're getting ready to do it, man.
It was even don't go to the moon. We just thought that we were so afraid of what was on the other side of the moon. Who knows what's back there?
Right.
Man's never seen it. For as long as there's been man, we've never seen the dark side of the moon. What perils await man?
But
there's a Kenny Rogers Roasters back there. The first one. Probably.
I mean, that's what it is. There comes a time in a man's life. I got nothing. But hear about this?
Heard about this?
You may hear about it. There was Kim Jong-un's or Kim Jong-il, whatever the newest guy is.
Un.
His brother was in Myanmar or Malaysia or something. And some girl who I don't have any of the facts.
Okay.
I'm not even sure what I've said so far is true. But there was a woman who thought she was on a television prank show.
Oh no, I saw this.
And they gave her something.
Yeah,
chemical?
I don't believe she said that's what they said. Then put it on a glove and ran up and rubbed it on his face, and he fucking died.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what it came from. No, you're right. That happened. That happened while I was in the States.
Her defense was that she was on a television show, or she thought she was on a television show.
Yeah, but I don't think it held up because they went on forever, and eventually that's what she said. But basically her defense was someone came up to me, told me to do this because I would be on a prank show, and then that's basically it. But they're like, you didn't sign anything, you didn't say it. So basically they're like, well, that's not going to hold up because there's no way.
But what if it's true?
Then she's an idiot because no.
Well, someone said, hey, this is a prank show, go hit that guy with a pie. I might do it. Turns out inside that pie is a...
But I would have to... I mean, there have to be more to it than that. The thing was that she said that someone told him that there. But there's no... That it should, yeah. If someone came up to you and go, hey, we're part of a hidden camera prank show. Go hit this guy with a pie.
And inside of it's a grenade.
Nobody most normal people, you would... But I don't know if there's an idiot out there.
That would work.
Yeah, some idiot would do it. It wouldn't work. Hopefully it wouldn't work on me and you. Because I would be like, well, where's the... Like, what's going on? Like, I would need more info. I'm going to go walk up at a fucking airport and hit some... Actually, not just that. Walk up with a glove with powder on it and rub it on somebody's face. Be like, what? You're right. You're right. To some idiot that would work. But hands down, that person's an idiot, and I think they're liable.
Sure. Well...
I mean, because really, you didn't see anything. You didn't sign a form. There was no cameras. You didn't see anything. A person walked up to you and said, hey, go hit this person with a pie because you'll be on TV. You're right. Someone would do that. But a logical person would be like, I need more information. I don't think that's not how television shows work.
But what I don't understand is this person didn't have any security. He had no... How did she get up there and rub it on his face?
He did, but they just ran up behind him. And apparently they've got footage of them walking around this airport forever, too.
That lady?
Yeah. Two ladies that did it. Yeah, I don't know what happened from. I remember that being a big thing I tried to stay away from the news while I was over there.
Imagine then, like, they're like, well, this isn't working. She's going to get put in jail. She's going to get put to death. So they just ramshackle together a prank show to defend her.
Yeah.
I have to pee.
Okay.
All right, man. I peed. I feel better now. While I was in there, I found another headline.
Okay. Just floating around.
She's in the air, and I snatched it out of the air, and I brought it back here to you.
Uh-huh.
You ever try to use your phone while you're peeing?
Yeah.
Have you ever dropped your phone in the toilet?
I have not.
I did one time, and it was just because I was trying to do too many things at one time.
Right.
You know, like I was playing a game or something, and I tried to like update the page while peeing, and I'm trying to talk to someone at the same time. No, what I was doing was I was eating peanuts.
While you're peeing?
I was peeing. I had peanuts like in my front pocket, and I was eating peanuts, and I was fucking around texting someone on my phone while I was trying to pee. And I was trying to do all three things at once: eat peanuts, text someone, and pee.
Man. You were asking for it,
and I dropped my phone in the toilet.
Yeah, one thing had to give.
Well, here's another headline I snatched out of the air. Ontario man shoots himself while making necklace from a bullet.
Okay. Well, I mean...
He's trying to put bullets on necklaces. He's trying to string up bullets.
Well, I've seen that. You know, people make that, but they make them out of... There's no gunpowder in the fucking bullet.
You get, like, what, blanks?
Well, you can... Yeah.
Or discharged, like...
Well, it's not discharge. It's just you can just get a bullet, or if you make your own. I mean, the people who make their own bullets, you can make a bullet with no powder in it.
Oh, sure.
So, I mean, I'm sure you can buy them like that, too, for display or something.
For necklace purposes.
Yeah, so this guy apparently, either he didn't know that's how it worked and just thought he'd make a real necklace out of a live bullet, or he knew that he was making it out of a live bullet because he just thought that would be cool.
How is he trying to make this necklace that a bullet went off? Like a bullet shot? Because you have to hit the back of it pretty hard to get
Unless he's trying to solder something to the back and the heat set it off.
Oh, yeah.
That would be my guess.
There was a kid in my school in one of the shop classes. I get it because I remember being a kid, so I remember having these kind of thoughts. But as a grown adult, the only reason you would do this is because you weren't thinking. Because you was a kid. There's a kid in one of my shop classes who put a bullet in a vise and hit the back of it with a hammer and shot into the ceiling. Right. And he was expelled.
I would say you'd never be allowed back in reality if you did that today. People got away with stuff years ago that you...
Yeah, I bet you like in the 70s or 80s, they'd be like, man, what were you thinking?
It would be everywhere. A kid had a bullet at school and he set it off.
Well, now, yeah, he would be expelled. He would be like, ridiculed forever. But like, I bet you in the 70s or 80s...
Be like, oh, shit.
Man, you can't be doing that.
You got Saturday detention.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, yeah, someone could get really hurt. Someone could have gotten killed. Blah, 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 blah. But like, he's just an idiot. Like, it's one thing if you put it in a vice, he was trying to like aim it at the teacher, you know? That's one thing.
Yeah, if we had a kid that took a length of wire... That's a weird way to start that. It was a cord that you plug in, but it was cut.
This kid is going to go, where's this going to go? Okay.
And he just walked up and plugged it in, but the current had nowhere to go. You know what I mean? So it went down, and it went, whoop, pow, 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 and it like fucking went crazy and snapped the end and blew the knock the power out of the whole school.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't even know if he got expelled. Like, he just got in trouble.
Something like that, though, is... So, I imagine the guy with the bullet did it because he's like, well, what's going to happen? Oh, it's going to shoot, right? Mm-hmm. Well, if I plug this into the wall, what's going to happen?
Right.
Now, they're not being malicious.
Right.
They're just dumb. So, like, at a school, should you be punishing people for being dumb at a place of education?
I guess
it's being dangerously dumb, I guess.
Dangerously dumb. That kid needs to go in a separate class.
The don't put bullets in vices and hit him with a hammer class.
Yeah, Bobby's school for the dangerously dumb.
I was dangerously dumb. Now I'm just dumb.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I was dangerously dumb. Hi, Sam. I said that name not thinking that your name's Sam.
I was Sam. Now I was dangerous Sam. Now I'm just Sam. Because the dangerous dance school of dumb.
Huh?
Dangerous dance dumb school. There are people. I mean, I remember being a kid. I remember just not really thinking things through. Just doing things because you're like, I wonder what this is gonna do.
Right.
And every now and then that'll be dangerous. I can't think of anything. Because I've always been kind of meek. I'm not like into doing dangerous stuff. Mm. But I get. Oh well. I remember one time we tied a wheelchair to a pickup truck with a rope, and I wore a soldier's helmet that we had. And I duct taped it to my head. And then we just drove. Like, at first I said, go, gun it. And when he did, it snapped the wheelchair back and I just fell and hit my head. And then we were like, okay, so then we just slowly got up to speed. But, like, what was that going to do other than end in disaster?
Right.
I didn't get hurt, but I mean, that's some jackass shit that we were doing. Mm-hmm. I can't think of anything I've done really that's like put a bullet in vice. Let me really think. Would you eat fugu, that blowfish that could kill you? If we went someplace, would you eat that?
Sure, I guess. I don't know. My thing is, I'd have nothing against eating it. I guess it would depend on my mood and how much they're going to charge me for it. And
it's expensive.
Yeah, see, that's my drawback. This is kind of why.
And it kills you so slow. First your lips go numb.
Just to see if you...
Then you get paralyzed and then you die. But why am I'm not into that idea. I don't know that I would eat it.
I said, I don't know. I have nothing against it. If someone gave it to me for free, they were like, hey, this place makes it. If I buy it, will you eat it? I'd be like, yeah, okay.
First, we're going to show you two blowfish fuck.
Yeah, but not before these dolphins get their fix off of them. Yeah, somehow.
The circle of goofs. Yeah. I'm not into risky shit. That's why I like to just stay here, drink beers, and laugh about stupid shit with you.
Yeah. Every now and then you gotta go in and like get into a fucking badger nest or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the spice of life. Badger nests are the spice of life.
The spice of life.
They are, though, in a way.
Spice weasel.
Squeeze the spice out of them. This episode got real introspective, man. Now I'm thinking about the spice weasels in my life. Well, this has been another episode of The Royal We. Thank you guys for listening. I want to thank Kishi Bashi for letting us use his song Intro/Pathos off the album 151A. I also want to thank you guys for sending us headlines. None of you did this episode. Sometimes you guys do. If you find something that's kind of goofy, kind of silly, kind of weird,
send it.
Do it. Do that at Royal WeCast on Twitter or royalwecast@gmail.com.
Yes.
That's going to do it for us tonight, folks.
See ya.
Peace out, bunkers.
Woo! Ow! Goose 'em.
Good night, Dad. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.